keep quiet.
I swear, I'd be late to anything. Hi, everybody. Hello. Pardon me, I got momentarily distracted. I was ready to go, and then I got distracted. Hi. Oh, hello again, Hannah. Amy, welcome in. Amalia, welcome in. Lily, hi. Random and Prelt, of course, hello as well. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome to It's Warm again. The day. Hope everyone is doing good. Let me just make sure all of the various bits and bobs are functional. Volume is okay. Like, I'm loud enough. You can't hear the fan. Oops, all climate change. I mean, you're not wrong. Goddamn. Let's see. That's alright. That's okay. Blueprints time again. As soon as I have teas brewing, see you soon. Okay, I haven't done the go live post, so I'm going to do that now. Make sure I've got my alt text on. Alt text is very important. You should always have your alt text. If you don't have your alt text, you're doing it wrong. And pop that in there and hit save. Close that. Post that into the Discord. Because I am my own bot. There we go. Nice. Good. We're supposed to get mid-late 20s up here. Yeah. Friday's saying 31, Saturday 33. Shoot, yeah, because we've got our Pride is on up here on Saturday. Oh, hold on. Stop everything. Stop everything. Pardon me. I don't make the rules here. I just work here. Seriously. The dinosaurs own the place. Yes, we dinos, we dance. Exactly. Yeah, I should be wearing... I should be wearing a Paper X jersey for this. Which one of these is a good one? One of these. This one. There we go. Yes. Like, I'll just hang these up in the background. It'll be fine. I'll just ooh. There we go. There we go. I just hang up the Paper X stuff on the back of the green screen. There we go. Perfect. Ooh, there's an update for Blueprints. I'll download that while this happens. Nice. Best of luck, Amalia. Holy shit, nice. There we go. Because of course the dinosaurs are in charge around here. If only Paper X had a dinosaur plushie, then I would be perfectly prepared. I need to drop them a message. Yeah, I'll just drop them an email and say, look, Sentinels have Q*bert, Wolves have their wolf, Heretics have one, everyone else has a plushie. Why isn't there a Paper X dinosaur? It would come in bisexual colors and everything. It'd be perfect. To just drop them a message. Demi Pride Hat, absolutely. Go and root that out. Yes, again, hello, dearie. Hi. You literally walk in, and as you're walking through the door, a bunch of dinosaurs just pushed past and started dancing, and you're like, I'll wait. Hi again. Hello. Alex plushie. Yeah, Alex plushie comes with own tiny desk. Right, let me find the hat. Oh, that reminds me. Hold on. Let me. I need to open up my. Speaking of, I need to open up my charity doodad. Right, let me find it. There we go. Right, one. Let me throw it on here. There we go. Right. Everything else looks okay, I think. Now that the dinosaurs are satisfied. We have our notes. Oh. We have our notes. Okay, good. We have the game. We'll pause the music and bring back the game noises. There we go. Boom. Okay, we've got that. Tweet is tweeted. Well, post is posted. Skeet is skeeted. Yeah, nice. So yes, we are indeed. Hey, Banana Monster. We are indeed continuing. I like the Simpsons ones. That's cute. We are continuing our adventures in Blueprints today. Although I have a heck of a packed schedule. I was gonna do 2 games tonight, and then I looked at the schedule image, and was like, I can't do 6 games in 1 week. I can't be splitting everything into 90-minute to 2-hour chunks and going chunk. Because the other 2 days this week, we've got 4 games going on. So today is just Blueprints because, yeah, I thought I would have one day where we just played 1 game 1 time. Hey, Tanya, welcome on in. Hello, Fluffy, welcome as well. Hello. But yeah, I think we are all good to go. Right, let us fire up. It is indeed day 57 in the big blue house. Oh, also, cheers all. Clink, before I forget. And yes, I hope everyone is doing good. Oh, it's too warm. It's too warm, folks. It's just I'm a melting man. I am slowly melting away. Right. Let us zoop on in and get started. Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be real warm over the next 3 or 4 days here. So, and yeah, Amelia, you want to jump on a train and just whoosh on up? Move up here to the slightly cooler north, although again it's 4 degrees, 5 degrees difference. That's about all we're gonna get. Yeah, let's jump on into day 57. Previously on Blueprints, what did I accomplish last time? Oh, I confirmed the existence of the power hammer. That was all we achieved last time, was finally having the right combination of things in the right sequence to make the power hammer. So that's good. Oh, and the 2 items I got to keep were the moon pendant and the key card. So the moon pendant is part of the list that can re-roll, What this means is I have the... Yes, exactly. Stop. Power hammer time. I have the moon pendant again, which means the moon pendant will roll again for another day, and I get to keep 2 items tomorrow. So that's really useful. That works out beautifully. And the key card is the thing that I usually put in the cloakroom. Given that we didn't roll a cloakroom last time, we've actually not ended up too bad. It would have been nice to keep the power hammer, but at least I can remake it because I know how. Potentially getting the trading room or the tomb. If I can get to the foundation, I don't need the tomb. If I can't get to the foundation, the tomb would give me at least one of the cracky doors, I think. But let's see. Diggy spots, probably. Now, usually, I don't go in here because it doesn't tend to have items in it. So I might wait until I get a shovel and then come back. Or do I just take the step? It's only 1 step. Oh, 2. Okay. Yeah. There's never anything to pick up, I don't think. But multiple diggy spots, so that's good. We will make use of those. The trading post was super handy for getting the battery, though. I think getting the trading post is how we're going to get the power hammer. It's going to be whenever I get to roll the trading post, that becomes a power hammer day. And we do have one of them downstairs. We did add one thing to the list in the precipice, which was this note. This was one of the things we got through the broken wall, so that's pretty cool. Castle, but also other words, possibly words, not necessarily words, but other 3 character thingies made up with the first letter of each of these letters. So that's something to puzzle over as we go around. But we might as well jump straight back on in and have a look at what we get today. Still haven't dropped the water level and done the back door for the fountain. So that's on the list of things. As always, we go left. Bedroom or parlor for gems, or pantry for money. I kind of want to get my corners. This is kind of annoying, but we'll go with parlor. We'll start off with a parlor puzzle. Haven't done the back door. Well, certainly not with the power hammer. Component part again. Cool. Okay, let's have a look. A box with a false statement contains the gems. The statement on the blue box is true. The blue box contains the gems. Okay, so once again, a box with a false statement contains the gems. The statement on the blue box is true. The blue box contains the gems. So this would be the false statement under that circumstance. So if this is true, a box with a false statement contains the gems, then this is true that the blue box is true. Both of these corroborate each other. So if this is true, a box with a false statement contains gems, true. The blue box is true, true. The black box is the false statement. So the blue box contains the gems. The black box is a false statement. The gems are in here. However, a box with a false statement contains the gems. False. The statement on the blue box is true. False. The blue box contains the gems. True. So that's a problem. I've got to be able to decide between these 2 variations. A box with a false statement contains gems. If that is incorrect, then a box with the true statement contains the gems. So it would be this box. It would still be this box. Yeah, it would still be this box. Either way. It would still be that box either way. Box with false statements contains gems. False. Statement on the blue box is true. False. The blue box contains gems. But if this was true, it's pointing to the wrong box. So it can't be that direction. Because if the blue box contained the gems, and this is a false statement, then this would be true. So clearly I cannot choose the box in front of me. Yeah, so this can't be false, because if this is false, then it is a false statement that contains the gems, and this true statement says it contains the gems, which means that this is true. So it's a paradox again. It can't be false but also that box be true and point back to this box, because then this box has the gems, but it's false because, and around and around and around we go. So if we go from the assumption this box is true, a box which contains false statement contains gems, true. The statement on the blue box is true. True. The blue box contains gems. The statement on the blue box is true. False. A box that's... Ooh, actually, there's a question. A box with a false statement contains gems. True. The statement on the blue box is true. True. The blue box contains gems. False. So it puts the gems in this box. It's got to be the black box. True. The statement of the blue box is true. Yes, it is. So you have to be false. Box contains gems. That's false. Because if this was true, that the box contained the gems, then the box that contained the gems wouldn't have a false statement on it, which would make that false, which would make this true, and back around we go. Yeah, we go with the black box. I know I belabor those, but like, there's nothing to be lost by running it through 5 or 6 times just to be sure. There's a reason we've never gotten one wrong. It costs us nothing but a little bit of extra time. We'll take the Nook, please. Oh, shoot, the library. I need to grab the library because we ordered Mom's book. We will have to take the library when we get the chance. Ooh, this is gonna dead end this one. Ooh, shit. Okay. Well, crap. That didn't go too well. Hey, Mermaid Jeans, how are you? Welcome on in. Did I turn the water back on? I did. Okay. Right, now I look for a dead end room because I'm going to have to take the dead end room anyway. Walk-in closet with 4 items. Yeah, we'll take that. Oh, nice. Yes, I only play it on stream, so I have no doubt fallen behind, but the desire to play it constantly is very much there. I hate that the 4 items can include 2 gems, and that those 2 gems count as 2 separate items. Ha! The t-shirt. It's like 4 items, but 2 of them are gems. Oh, okay, that's not very helpful. Right, around we go though. We kind of lost that point. I might do right-hand side. Okay, we'll go with a drawing room, I guess, to start. But yeah, I hope you've been enjoying it. How many millions of pages of notes have you taken? I will say, if you are avoiding spoilers, obviously, warning, there may be spoilers ahead. It's like Game of the Year. Oh yeah, it's absolutely Game of the Year. Okay, post credits. That's good. Yeah, I got to room 46 on day 46. I am now on day 57, so we have a little bit of post credit stuff going on. Right, I couldn't believe I got to it on day 46, and it's funny because I made a mistake and messed up a thing with the tomb, and I had to basically speed through a couple of days until I could roll the tomb again. So had I not made that mistake, I would have gotten to it on like day 43. But as it turned out, day 46, room 46, it worked out beautifully. I can't buy a shovel because we don't have one handy. However, I can buy. Do I want to buy 4 extra gems? No. I want to buy 1 extra gem. I need to get my hands on a shovel. Okay, it's gonna dead end with the observatory. Hey, pirate, how are things, buddy? Welcome on in. How are you doing? Hope you are doing good. Dun, 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 dun. For those of you who haven't possibly been checking out Pirate's stream, AI Dub is back and is proving to be a lot of fun. So if you have not seen All Influencer Wrestling before, you should check out Pirate's stream. And if you have seen All Influencers before, you should check out Pirate's stream. Because it's back and it's great. Book. Doing well, slowly learning how YouTube Shorts work. Oh yes, the fun of YouTube Shorts. Yeah, I took a run at some YouTube Shorts a couple of years ago. I did all the ones that show up during the break, because I tried to do like 2 or 3 a week every week, but then I didn't have the time. I was spending too long on cutting them together and all that sort of stuff, and in the end, I didn't have the time, and the sort of juice wasn't worth the squeeze at that point. Okay. We are completely dead-ended. As you can see, we are completely dead-ended at this point. Like, wow, I could completely, like, imagine this is our entire run is just those rooms at the very start. Right, we're gonna roll the dice because we have to, because we need to get out of here. Nope. Nope. One room to get us out of this dead end. Oof, what a rough roll for us. I mean, as long as I get the library again, it is in the deck. As long as I get the library. Oh, workshop is always good, but I think I'm going to take the security because I'm going to get the 2 doors. If I can get the library, though, again, that'd be wonderful because I want to read Mama's book. And if all we do is check that book out. Still haven't figured out what to do with that yet, but I have my notes for it. Let's see. Hallway only gives us the 1 door because of the arrangement. Bedroom also gives us the 1 door. Corridor gets us over to the wing. I'm going to pop corridor down. And we're going to check over here. Courtyard gives us the 1. Yeah, everything else is dead ends. There's a lot of dead ends today. Like, a lot of dead ends. Extremely high percentage of bad options. Okay, still no sign of the shovel, but we'll press on. Lots of digging spots should we get back. Okay, let's see what we get over here. Again, like, most of the rooms are these dead end rooms, which if I don't get them out of my deck, I need to keep drawing them, so. But I kind of need to. I'm going to use my reroll and see what else I can get. I'll take a bedroom instead then. Right, we'll press on over this way just because we can. Nope. Yeah, it's terrible that. Yeah, look. Dead end. You know, or curving us back into a dead end, essentially. Ooh, speaking of the music room, did you see they've made the soundtrack available? They have put the soundtrack up on Steam. So now you can get the Blueprints soundtrack with, like, 32 tracks or whatever from the game. Although the music room isn't playing any music today. Hello, music room? Aww. Music room is broken. Music room got DMCA'd. Aww. Okay, now I use one of my dead end rooms. See, now I use a dead end room. Take what I can get from it. Just a couple of smalls, but that'll be fine. No music at all. Yeah. Weird. It's actually creepy when you walk into a room and expect it to have music and then it has nothing. Ugh. But yeah, not a good run. Not a good run so far. Not proving helpful. Oh wow, even better. Thanks. Yeah, I'll take a dark room. God damn. And it ends. Oh wow. What did we do and who did we annoy? Like, holy cow. An extremely rough run of it. Like, everything was a turn back room. Everything was a dead end or a turn back room. And the rerolls were basically completely useless. The hilariousness of me being, I'm so happy I got to keep the moon pendant and we get to go around again. And this day turns out to be a complete wash. Sometimes the RNG gods just don't like you. And I don't think there's anything I can do puzzle wise with the spaces I have. I have that puzzle from downstairs to mull over, the castle puzzle. Oh. Oh, I wonder if that is partially related to the puzzle in the kennels. I wonder if it's partially related to the puzzle in the kennels. I'll have to keep an eye out on that next time I'm through that way. But yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do. So hey, no need to worry about spoilers, Mermaid Jeans. Like, no worries about spoilers at all. I ain't spoiling shit today. Ah, bless. So yeah, shit, that didn't didn't go according to plan. I guess we'll just enjoy the view and call it a day. The game should be like, really? Already? Are you sure? Boom. Calling it a day already. Disgraceful. Oh, that's embarrassingly bad. Look at that one. Damn. 19 rooms, 37 steps. This is the game just helping me get to day 69. That's what this is. It's just speeding us up a bit. I always have the debate though, do I go outside and roll the outside room, or do I wait until I have, oh, I got to keep the sledgehammer today. Do I wait until I have a reroll dice so I can reroll the outside room and try and get like the trading post or whatever? Oh, my package has been delivered. I'm going to take it straight away. Heck yeah, give me all of the stuffs. If only I could order a battery. If only I could take the battery out of this thing. Give me more. Give me the running shoes. Sweet. So, package has been delivered. Excellent. Nothing else of note in here. Yeah, nothing else of note in here. It does block off one thing immediately, but you know, the game seems to be messing about with us today. Grab you. Yeah, we'll go left. Courtyard, pantry. Go. Don't start this shit again. I can redraw. Actually, I might redraw because I can. Parlor for the gems, observatory for the stars. We'll take the observatory. Since I'm so low on stars now. Southern Cross and Demundus Minor. Okay. The room with the great halls. I don't have any keys, but I have got lockpicks. I don't have any keys yet. I really don't want to take the archives, so I've got to take the room with the great halls. I can try and lockpick one of the doors. See if I can, because I think sometimes you can get one of them. Okay, there might be something behind that. I can always come back. Okay, so we got a couple of them. Let's check if there's anything tucked behind. Okay, so chapel it is. So pop that one in there. And it's pinging loot because there's loot I think on the other side of the wall. And we'll try this one over here. Do you have anything tucked behind? No. Okay. Parlor takes us down, bedroom takes us down as well, so no matter what we do, this run is going that way, which is unhelpful, but it is what it is. We'll take the parlor, and then we will hopefully get some loot. How are we doing for time? Oh, we're good. Okay. A box next to this box contains gems. A box next to this box displays a false statement. No, it doesn't. It's not displaying any statement. So, there has to be one true, and there has to be one false, at least. So in this case, I think we're talking a box next to this box contains gems. True. The gems. A box next to this box displays a false statement. False. No statement. The alternative is a box next to this box displays a statement. True. Although when it says a box next to, that box is also next to it. Relative to what? But I assume it just means directly next to it. A box next to this box displays a statement. True. That's false in some way, but then this could still be true. So yeah, I think that's the read. Box next to contains true. This contains the gems. A box next contains a false statement. False. That doesn't mean it contains a true statement, it just doesn't contain a false statement. So I'm guessing the gems are in here. Yoink, yoink, yoink. And no keys or coins. Oh, I've got the metal detector, so we'll tell. We might as well pop the workshop down while we have the option. Maybe we'll get lucky and find the battery. Ooh, the lever. That's a start. I just need the battery now. So if I got some reroll dice, I could go outside. I need to learn what the trading place trades for what. So I need to know what I need to have on me to get the battery. But that's not a bad start. We have 2 of the pieces of the hammer. Although if we can't get to the foundation, it's completely pointless anyway. Can I get a nice dead-end room that gives me something? While drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans. That actually might be really useful to have. I don't think you can buy a battery in the commissary, so I might take the study now and it'd give us the redrafting power with the gems that we have. And also I can take this gem and this money and that money. Anything else that's going to ping for us? I do like when the rooms let you see parts of the place that you recognize. I do like the way that it does sort of dynamic walls. That bit's alright, we've done that, that bit's alright. Sweet. Okay, moving. You finally got that? Yeah, I only learned how to build the hammer last stream. Having known that there must be a way, I finally learned how to build the hammer last stream. And unfortunately, it didn't come with me when I rolled over, but it was very nice to finally learn. So I can't open any of those, so I've got to go get some keys, and we'll come back to the Great Hall. I could go through the chapel. It'll burn a coin, but like, you know, meh. Anything in here to ping? That's a key, surely. Oh, it's coin. Darn. Okay, so we'll try this chapel door. Okay, we have passageway requires 2 gems. Vestibule is fun because of the unlocking door thing. You spend steps to unlock doors. Anything is better than the weight room. I'm already jacked, as you can see. I think I might take the vestibule. Okay, so we'll see how this goes. But I also have the drawing room down here, which will let me redraw this room. So if I use this room to draw this, I get redraws on it for free. Well, within the drawing room. So I might hold off on going down. Not usually something I say. Instead, I'll go right and up. If I can get one of these doors. Just lockpick it. Okay. Spare room, planetarium, or commissary? Commissary, I think. Let's see what we can buy. Keys, upgrade discs. I think I'm gonna... Oh, keys are so expensive, though. I might see if I can find more keys. Oh, and I don't have my key card, so I can't go through here. Great. And you're not opening for me, of course. So I will let that do its thing, and we will go around. So since we know which ones are the smaller, potentially the smaller rooms, we could probably have a good guess at where the lever is, but I'd rather have the keys and not waste them. Right. Cloister is always fun if I can actually get to do the thing I want to do. Cloister is a good laugh. It does cost a lot of gems, though. Eh. One day, I will get that sorted out. Right. The pool is good because it lets us get the pump room and the sauna, which we might use. And it has the doors. It costs us a gem, but could be worse. We could try and do this thing again. The doodads, and obviously we can now get out there. Let's have a look. Ooh, the library. We can read Mom's book. Here we go. So this will be spoilers. This will absolutely be spoilers ahead if you have not read A New Clue. And it comes with an apple. Mom's book. I'm going to be screenshotting the heck out of this, so apologies for the noises. I'm the only person to take out Mom's book. This book was graciously gifted by Simon P. Jones because, of course, I bought it for the library. 1988. All he needed was to find a new clue. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. If he knew what to do, he'd likely tell you. for you are looking for a new clue too. Okay, we're in for a treat. Oh wait, hold on. These could indeed be clues on their own. Like, that could be a clue. Any of these could be clues. He had retraced his sketches and studied the files, reviewed all his cases and gone through the piles of the evidence present and precedents evident, and retraced his steps as it stretched on for miles. Again, any of these could be clues. Coroner cases, patio, nook, parlor, office, library, pantry. Oh, corner cases, dead cases, laboratory. These are all rooms within the house. Interesting. He had looked high and low in all of the rooms. He had searched every corner in each of the tombs. In this particular case, he had checked every space. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. Keep left is an interesting one. See that there? Keep left. Again, this is the tomb with a bunch of bricks down, which could be where we found places. But this has a set of tile markings on it, which could refer to the behind the door rooms that we found, because we know about those. He looked and he looked under beds and in nooks. He questioned the maids, he questioned the cooks. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur, who told him new clues were found only in books. Are there more clues in more books that we should be looking for? I like the fact that the fruit is here. So tome after tome that the library loaned, and the books that he had that he already owned, were searched from their covers all the way through. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. The blue book is a drafting book. So yeah, I wonder if this is telling me, by the way, you want to go back through all the books, because you probably didn't notice there were clues hidden in the books. I wonder, like, if the drafting manuals contain more than just help on the drafting. He changed all the letters in the lines that he found. He checked all the colors of the spines that were bound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting and found that the diction of each word was sound. Mary, 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 gates and gates. Gates and gates. There it is. Gates and gates, you absolute bastard. I love that puzzle. So gates and gates, the dead end that isn't a dead end, right and right. Oh, that's interesting. That one I don't know. The gates and gates one was very interesting. But the thing about it is, because the gates and gates both refer to two different puzzles, that could mean that any of these variations refers to two puzzles, not just the one. Draft the sixes, shifted extras, the fixed... What am I missing? The fixed stars? Draft the sixes, shifted extras, the fixed... That will be stars, because there's two S's. Interesting. Okay. Oh, and look, there's the panel of bricks, like on the brick. So where is this place? Also, there's a hammer and a pot, which might mean there's another thing I can break with the power hammer or with the normal sledge. He stayed up all night and studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. And if his directory was considered a trajectory, it was nothing short of a full mental lapse. It's a little bit meta for all the Blueprints players out there. I wonder if we have to break into this place. Is there a storeroom, a records hall that we don't know about because we haven't smashed our way in? A man obsessed and cuckoo too. They would say he as he would wander through. The best medicine is not yet evidence. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. What's this? Each. And which of these books are which? Because one of them is Draft the Sixes, one of them is... But there's one for each room color. I wonder if that's what they want. Because I don't think I've ever seen Tender Cipher, Lunar Renamed, Uncle Aw, and Draft the Sixes. Although there might be something very specific about that combination of things. I reckon this is full of clues. Like the fact that there's a sign here with the go right. But of course, we also know that that could be one of these. Right and right. Word and name. That's an interesting idea. To Tanner Fork. Keep left. Yeah, I do wonder if there's an entire set of directions inside the new clue book. I'm taking so many screenshots. And having read this book so many times, having scoured over each of its cryptic lines, have you exhausted your search? Have you seen all the signs? And there's a whole collection of them inside the book. Each stop. Oh, look. Majar. Seen all the signs? Question mark. Dead end, major key, something. I really need the magnifying glass for this. Yeah, I think they do. I think they do. Each of the signs. Route 8. Depart. Keep left. To Tanner Fork. Right. This one might not have signs. Record each stop. Record each stop. It does actually. It's true. Dead end is a sign. That's true. Dead end is on the sign. So yeah. Route 8. Now we do see in one of the visions that the great Alzara gives us, we do see a. I'm gonna have to add a new page. Oh, I already have a page in my notes for the new clue. So I can put all of these in there. But yeah, it looks like, I wonder if Route 8 is the thing with the rail platform, because it does look like there's a rail platform. So Route 8, depart, keep left. Now this could be, it could be keep left at the castle. Like this clue could be a combination, like, you know, to Tanner Fork. And then when you get to Tanner Fork, go right. And then dead end. Record each stop. Now, if it was a train trip that we have to take, record each stop could mean that because it even says it here, metro. So there's a metro. So it could mean record each stop could mean that each of the stops on Route 8 going to Tanner Fork and then a dead end is a message. And if we record each stop, that'll give us a message. Very nice. Seen all the signs. Dead end, major key. And we have seen a thing in in the music room, it does have a little thing. So yeah, that's cool. I guess we'll find out. So next page, I think I screenshotted this one, but let's carry on. Or is there perhaps something new, something overlooked but now in view? Have you finally found it? Could it really be true? If it's a new clue, you know what to do. This, incidentally, something overlooked but now in view, sounds like the view from outside over the valley. Is there something that's now in the distance in the background that was overlooked, is overlooked, but is now visible to us? Like in one of the visions, we see what looks like a house on the river, which I thought was how we would go to it, was through the reservoir tunnel entrance, but I guess we're not far enough yet. There's also, I think, a wall I want to break in that place, in the safe room. But yes, the suspect is a key. The suspect is minor. The suspect is minor. Minor and minor. The suspect is major. The suspect is a minor? The suspect is a child? Interesting. Oh, here's a sign as well on the way. There's a sign on this page too. Sounds smashing. It's too warm. No, it's too warm for good pun game. That's fair. So yeah, we got to read Mom's book. And because I took screenshots of everything, we don't have to necessarily come back to the library every time we want to read it. Incidentally, you see what's missing? See what's missing? We're in the library. Yes, I think we could come back with the magnifying glass. We are in the library. What is not on this table? The library request order form. Yeah. The order form is not here. That's interesting. So has the library changed now? I thought it only showed if there wasn't a book. Oh, maybe. Maybe. But I'm sure I've gone in, read a book, and ordered another one. I'm sure I've gone in, read a book, and ordered another one. But maybe not. Maybe I'm mistaken. It would not be the first time. It would not be the millionth time. So do I need to look for those books? Draft the Sixes. I wonder if those are physically available in the world. Maybe not to read, but maybe on a shelf. Whee. Junk. Okay. Anyway, let us press on. How are we doing for time? Got a couple of minutes. Ooh, bookshop dead ends us, unfortunately. Showroom doesn't. Or I could spend a gem and get us out of here. Let's get the showroom. I really need the gems, though. Now I'm completely out of them. I didn't even get the chance to spend them. So the moon pendant I could buy again, I guess. Oh, it doesn't have it. Oh, I can't buy the moon pendant again. Does that mean I keep the moon pendant permanently now? But sometimes the moon pendant rolls itself? Oh, that's annoying. The moon pendant, you get a chance to keep it, but sometimes it rolls itself, so you only get to keep one item? Or is it that you can only buy the moon pendant when you don't already have it on? So I can't buy it for tomorrow. I can only buy it again in future. Whenever you gain steps from eating, gain twice as many steps. While drafting, you may remind time after drawing new floor plans. You are more likely to draw time rooms while drafting. Ornate compass. While drafting, you may rotate the first 3 floor plans you draw. Emerald bracelet. You do not have to pay the gem costs of floor plans. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. I wish. Music room, which technically takes us into the vestibule. I'm tempted to grab it because of the keys, but then we end up with the same problem of we've only got a couple of doors. But I think I'll. Oh, I don't have the gems. I'll take the courtyard, please. DC. Hello, DC. Welcome on in, DC Lasair, producer to the stars and Intercontinental Champion and Intercontinental Champion now. I can't remember what the rule is. Does your title combine now, or do you just hold both? Either way, you know, welcome in DC, really. Hello, welcome in Raiders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You catch us, yeah, just a couple of minutes before an ad break, but hopefully it hasn't started yet. But yeah, welcome on in. We are blueprinting today as best we can. We've had a terrible first run of it, so we are doing our best. Digging up nothing of interest. Seems to be that kind of day. Oh, it was... Oh, okay. I must have missed the part where it was an exhibition match. I was like, oh, well, you know, I didn't expect to hang on to a belt for very long, so... We all know who the true Hatomancer is. Like, sure, I have a certificate, but like, you know, we all know who the real Hatomancer is. How was your stream? Hope it was good. Pip 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 pip. Oh, it's a coin. Okay, I have to take this. Oh, holy heavens! Wow. Welcome on in, Raiders. Welcome, welcome, Raiders. Played with head, part of a new build. Oh, nice. Sweet. Also, welcome in, Raiders. Yes, welcome in, Rogan. Hello, hello, hello. I still think we're ahead of the ads, so hopefully you haven't been hit with ads, but welcome on in. Hope the rest of your stream was good, Rogan. Thank you very much for, as always, for your very informative streams. Even though sometimes, yikes, good lord. But yes, thank you very, very much for your stream earlier. No, I'm not getting a lockpick on that one. So currently that one sits locked. I only have the one key. Yeah, some heavy yiking today, indeed. I could just use the prism key to get us where we wanted to go. Doesn't fit. Okay. Right, normal key. There was a very good reason why I had a content warning pinned to the top of the chat. Indeed, Hannah, indeed. Because good lord. Yes. Nice. I shall have to check it out. At this stage, DC, you're going to have a full-on, like, display case. Oh, key card, which is useful because we have a key card room to go to. And the music is playing. Denoted in verse. Oh, absolutely. Jess, thank you very much as always for the stream, and say I hope your stream went well, DC. I shall have to check out the VOD. I love the little Gunpla mini assembly streams. One hat for you. Can I get you a hat as well, DC? If you'd like one, please let me know. Hey, Robo, welcome on in. Give me trans beanie? Absolutely. Let me throw that one on. Oh. Apparently I've got the Velcro covered in too much wool, and it's not as sticky as it needs to be. Come on. There we go. Try that again. Hopefully have better results this time. There we go. Do 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 do. Do do. Hallway, please. Rocket hat? Absolutely. Rocket hat. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Say welcome on into Blueprints. We are. If anyone is playing Blueprints and is concerned about spoilers, we are. The non-linearity of the game makes it tricky to track where spoilers are, but we are past the antechamber and room 46. So if you haven't yet gotten to room 46, there may be things that occur in a Steven playthrough that y'all haven't seen before. Oh shoot. Clock tower, I don't want to waste my redraws, so I guess I take a dark room. Or I redraw. I really want to get to the foundation, but I've got a couple of choices. Heck it. Reroll. Bedroom, please. Okay, so that'll at least get us in there. Press on over here. And see, locker room is great. However, it doesn't let us into the thing. Lose half your steps. That's really bad. Code check is lovely, but walls off yet another one of the thingies. I think I'm gonna go with the spread keys throughout the house. I don't have the gems. Of course I don't. Silly man. The den, I guess. So that will have at least one thing. Nothing else in here? No. Okay, how are we doing now in terms of the ads? Oh, and I can probably close the web page that I had open, Rogan, when I looked up Stanton, which is who I sort of recognize because of the beard. I found a very helpful website with photographs and a couple of sketches of all of Lincoln's cabinet and generals, which is how I was like, I think the other guy is this guy because of the facial expression. Because obviously Stanton stood out because of the beard. But yes, it was a very helpful website called MrLincolnsWhitehouse.org, which had all of the photographs I needed to go, I think it's that guy. I can close that now. How are we doing for ads? Let's have a look. We're into the pre-rolls, so I probably should pause for a min. I mean, I was going to say, what a nice place to pause. Let's pause down by the fire. Oh, I'm glad I walked over to the fire. I got a free key, but it's too hot to even look at the fire. So, okay, we can't even hear the fire over here. Not really. So we will pause here, looking at the wall, and we will take a quick break, get the ads out of the way, and we'll come straight back, and we will continue to press on as best we can towards the foundation, see what we can fill in back here, and press on. Yeah, I'm just go stand in the corner, just as far away from the fire as I can be without having to open another door. So we'll be back in about 3.5-ish minutes, and we shall carry on. So yes, see you all in a few minutes.
Okay.
Oh, a whole new set of rooms unlocked in. Oh, this is gorgeous.
Oh, love it.
Look at that. And there's our door out, I guess. Oh, that's stunning. Heck yeah, video games. Good job, video games, being generally awesome
so
all the time.
great.
It's gorgeous. Oh, wow.
So the big purple one at the top is our way out, is it?
Sorry, I got distracted by the pretty. What were you saying? Oh.
So we want to get to the big purple one, do we?
We do. We want to get to the big purple one.
Right. Okay, so there's a purple door where the lyre is.
Look at the video game. Look at how pretty it
It
is.
is very pretty.
It's like, focus, Steven, focus. No, the pretty.
I will
I
not.
can't focus. The pretty is too pretty. Damn it.
Okay.
If you must scream, please follow proper procedures. Aw. Scream at your boobs. Okay. Give you this calls for an ace hat. Absolutely. How about an ace top hat to
My boobs don't deserve that.
Thanks.
They're...
Yeah, if you're gonna scream, scream at your boobs. Okay, good to know. Screaming at your boobs, the opposite of calming your tits. No, never shall the tits be calmed. We're possibly still in the ads, so apologies if you can't hear what I'm saying right now because you're in an ad. But welcome in. Yes, indeed, Raisin H. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome on in, though. Maybe some folks who came in on the raid, you know, are Twitch primed or otherwise not getting the ads. So if so, hi, welcome on in. welcome. How was your stream? I hope you're doing good. Yes, out of the ads? Perfect. Excellent. Hi, welcome out of the ads. Then I was just saying apologies if you are hearing an ad and can't hear what I'm saying. But yes, welcome on in. Thank you very, very much for the raid. I hope your stream was good. How are things? We are blueprinting this evening, so we are trying to solve some puzzles, although I haven't done very much today. We have not really achieved a lot, but we do a little bit every time, and, you know, over hundreds of days, I'm sure eventually I'll solve blueprints one day. But yes, cheers, welcome in. Clink. Can I get you a hat, by the way, Rayson? If you'd like a hat, let me know. Favorite color, pride flag, space, let me know. Oh dear. Right, let us see. Yeah, we should be clear of the ads now. So we will pause the music and we will jump back to the game if everyone is back. We have our notes. Excellent. So yes, if everyone is back, we will jump back on in. Hiding in the corner from the fire because it's too warm. A little rainbow hat. Yeah, how about a top hat? How about one of the top hats? Since we're fancy, I will throw a top hat on over here. There we go. Nice. But yes, obviously if you have to raid and run, you have to take a break and get some food, etc. Please do. But thank you very much for raiding on in. Okay, so I might look at going downwards and see what we get. Can't pick it. Okay, if I can't pick it, I'm gonna hold. Locker room, putting keys throughout would actually be really useful. So I'm going to do that. Now, sometimes the rooms also have stuff in them, but it's not pinging immediately. So I might hold on that. And what I might do is I might use a few steps to go back down to the Great Hall. And hopefully pick up some keys along the way. Yeah, you see, now that keys are going to be spread everywhere, I have plenty of places I could now go. Yeah, so I can run around now and pick up a bunch of keys as we go. But I'm going to try over here first as well. All hallway doors unlocked. I need a room that goes straight through, and I don't have one, so this has already been dead-ended again. This is extremely unhelpful, game. This is really, really unhelpful. So we are not getting to the foundation. It's just a constant struggle now. What I really want is the ability to re-roll, lest I heck up somewhere. Had a rough day, did a short stream to get my minds off things. I don't want to go to bed in a sec. Yes, well, sorry for the rough day. Unfortunately, I know those feels all too well, I'm afraid. But hopefully you can get some sleep. Yeah, at least get some rest, and maybe things will improve. But thank you very much for rating on in. No, absolutely. Thank you very much for rating in anyway, absolutely. Really, really appreciate it. And yeah, we will see you again soon, hopefully. Have a good rest and take care of yourself. And we shall see you again soon. We get a frog for Unkind Days, Raisin? Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Scumfang, welcome in. Hold on, let's get a frog. Let's get you a frog before you go. Let's get you a frog. The ultimate solution to your problems, we will get you a frog. Right. Frog for Unkind Days. This one. And it's a good one, too. Humans are not perfect, so don't try to be. Humans are not perfect, so don't try to be. Thanks, little frog. You're right. As the little frogs often are. Thanks, little frog, you are right. Humans are not perfect, so we shouldn't try to be, and we should give ourselves a break, cut ourselves some slack, and, be a little kinder about it. Excellent choice, Frog. Excellent choice. Thank you, Sue. Also, yes, hello, Scumfang. Welcome on in. I need to shoot back. So yeah, I'm going to hunt down as many keys now as I can. There's dig spots there, but I can't get into them yet. So yeah, if we go back through here, there'll be keys. Potentially. Okay, no ping from the mailroom. Which doesn't mean there isn't a key, it just means it isn't close to the door. But I'm shorter on steps than I'd like, so... Okay, so we will observation Great Hall. No key here. Okay, so first things first, we've got to open this one on the end. Oof. Ugh. Ugh. Ew. Ew. But if I don't draw it now, they'll just keep coming for me. Because the alternative is this, which makes it much harder. I'm just going to draw the archives. Fine. Heck you, archives. Hey, Val, how are you? How was dating everything? I hope it was good. I unfortunately was asleep for your stream. I came home from work and had to go lie down. But I hope you had a good stream. So there is stuff in these rooms. So if I spent the keys, I could get things. And it might be gems, so I think I might take a pot shot. Val did their best. Oh, it's keys. Okay. So that just gives us another chance to spend another key. Ping? Ping? No ping. Ping? Ping? No ping. Yeah, no more pings. Okay. We still don't know what's here. There's definitely something about this part. Also, I think partially the interesting thing is because it's lit, it gives us a focal point. So I suspect that there's something definitely over there. But let us try to our left. If we get a dead end room, great. Okay, I'm not picking it. Let us try to our right. Ugh, the weight room. No, thank you. Okay, so I can't get to the commissary. I could just draw a randomer. But the pantry does give us a way up. But the randomer could give us a bridge across, which would be very helpful. But we'll take the pantry. We'll take what we can. We'll also get food, which is nice, and some monies. Can't pick any locks today. So if I can't pick the lock, I could hold fire for a second. Try this door. Okay, code check. Or a floor plan. Having a code check might be handy just to have it. I could do the utility closet and then that would solve the dark room if I then draw it again. And I could turn off the gym. We'll put the code check in. We won't use it yet, but we'll put it in. Okay, so I have the keys to spend. So I guess we pantry first. Use a couple of steps, but we'll do it. Every time I watch someone play this, I'm like, if I ever play this, I fear I become... Yeah, oh, very much so. Ooh. Okay, out of love for my Finnish friends. Out of love for my Finnish friends. Oh, and a gem. Sauna. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. If only you could like click here and make it go tss again. But there we go. We are relax maxing for a few minutes. That was so funny. The game we were playing the other day, my card is better than your card. When we pointed out that the game didn't have a sauna sticker, and they were like, "Need to investigate adding a sauna." It's like, yes, that's what we need. It's like, you're a Finnish developer and you don't have a sauna in your game. What's up with that? It's really funny because, of course, right now I am extremely warm, drinking tea and listening to the sound of, like, steam on coals. And yes, it is a wonderful game. I say, Val, I don't know if you've seen my notes, but without spoilering for you, this is my notes. Just look at the side panel for how many entries there are. And this isn't everything, because I don't even have several rooms in here that I keep meaning to add, but I've forgotten to add. Like, I don't have the puppers room in here. Like, there's several rooms that I have not added. There are lots of, and some of them have multiple like paragraphs of stuff and screenshots and all sorts of things. It is very much a, you dive on in. If you're in, you're in. Balatro thinks it's engaging. I mean, it is. But if you're in Blueprints, you're in Blueprints. Puzzles within puzzles, wheels within wheels, full-on shenanigans. Very much. And potentially when the Steam sale comes along in like a week, 10 days, 2 weeks, it should be soon, right? Who knows if Blueprints' price will drop a little bit and make it a little bit accessible to folks, which could be nice. We'll take the pump room because we like the pump room, and it might even have diggy spots. Let's have a look. No diggy spots. Okay, so currently we have the reservoir where we want it, so we're not going to mess with that today. If we can't get to the foundation, there's no point messing with the fountain. For now. Oh, right. Gymnasium is 2 steps. The garage is a dead end, so gymnasium it is. Hey, Amelia. How goes it? I didn't buy Balatro because I was worried that I did not have time to take on another game that might also be my job. It's the need for extensive note-taking that's giving me pause this game. I very much see the need for it, but I have one laptop screen to work with. That is a very good point, Lily. That is a very good point. I think without taking notes, you'll be able to progress, some of the way, but then you'll absolutely find yourself going, ugh. To be fair, I started with pad and paper, and I think pad and paper will get you a lot of the way, but the lack of screenshots is why I kind of partially switched to digital, because I wanted to be able to show it on screen, but also some of the screenshots are helpful. So then you would end up alt tabbing back and forth, which might just kind of spoil it a bit. Having just the one screen, because the pad and paper will get you most of the way for some of it, but yeah. Hey, Wibble. But that's exactly, that's the thing. Being able to have multiple screens is beneficial. Being able to take the screenshots and switch back and forth is beneficial. Although mostly it would just slow it down a bit. Like, it would probably just take you a little bit longer to get through some things, which is fine too. It's not a race, etc. No point going that way, so we're going to go straight on up. I had to borrow a whiteboard from my office. You've seen what I was going to say. You've seen what Chris has done. You've seen what Painting Pirate has done with Painting Pirate whiteboard. I have 600. Yeah, well, exactly. I was just saying that I have a notes thing, where I keep notes for all the rooms. But it's definitely been beneficial being able to take screenshots and put them in. Being able to just, some rooms have not much in them. Some rooms have a couple of things, and then I come back to it later and I'm like, oh, that's what that was for, because of the non-linearity. Because, like, there are people, for example, who have done 150 days who have not solved stuff that I've done. And then there are people who have done 30 days who've already done things that I haven't done yet. It's so good in that way. But yeah, as you say, just hit that screenshot button. I'm on console and it's A4 pad and PS5 screenshots. Yeah, exactly. I tried to say I was using my Blueprints appropriate blue notebook, but I found that after a while, 2 things. 1, I couldn't read my notes as well as I'd like, and 2, eventually, like, this just isn't as useful as a good screenshot. Like, what on earth are you doing, Stephen? What have you written down here? Hundreds of pages of scribbles. But I mean, it works. But it definitely is as you say, Lily, it definitely needs the note-taking if you're going to get really into it. And if you think you're going to get into it, then yeah, you end up needing the note-taking, which, as I say, would be an issue with a single screen. Although I highly recommend the Obsidian app. I'd never used Obsidian before, and this app is great. Like, super easy to use, free to download, super easy to use, very customizable because you can change how it looks. There's a bunch of skins for it, a bunch of styles and font sizes and colors and all that jazz. And a dead handy place to keep the notes because I just pop them in here, add pages, and I'm good. And it's a very good, like, good little program. It's quick and easy to pick up. It's not too hard. I usually use Notepad++ for everything, but this is really good. Hey Zephyrix, welcome on in. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Zephyrix, for those of you who don't know, creator of Ronnie's Climb, which might also be in the Steam sale whenever the Steam sale is coming, although it might be on sale already. Highly recommend. Lovely little platformer. Definitely one to add to the wish list with sales rapidly approaching, although the game is extremely cheap already. But definitely worth adding to the wish list, Ronnie's Climb, if you've not tried it. Obsidian is what I make most of my projects in now. Yeah, I needed something that looked okay on stream. I wanted something that looked kind of like a notepad, where I had a bit more control over how it was displayed. The font is probably a bit small for everyone to read. I could probably make the fonts bigger. But other than that, it does everything I want it to do. And it's just a handy little window I can just pull in and out of my stream whenever I want to. It's super, super handy. Very, very good. The physical notebooks are setting up for future puzzle solving, though. On the what on earth even is this variety? Yes, exactly. That's me looking at my old notes going, the solution is a cake? The solution is cold? The solution is cold? What did I write? The only thing I don't like about this game is that it's different for everyone, so I can't talk. That is one of the big problems. You can talk about some stuff without risk of spoiler, but because of the non-linearity, as I say, I only figured out how to make a particular tool. I only had the stuff required to make a particular tool, like, and got the workshop and got to make it day 54. Meanwhile, other people had made it before they'd solved the antechamber situation. I watched you solve the gallery in the VOD. Oh god, how long did I spend staring at those puzzles, though? I assume you skipped ahead, because I sat there for half an hour looking at one wall going... The gallery. I do like, though, that the gallery gave us the word daffinated. We now all know what it means to turn into a daffodil. Hey, Brian. Daffinated. Definated when you don't know how to spell the word definite. Definated when you spell definite differently. Or whatever it was I came out with. I do not recall. Something along those lines. Okay, boudoir. We'll take a foudoir. I still argue this should be called the foudoir, and I'm very tempted to leave feedback. They should cross out the B and put an F above it. It is a foudoir. I will die on this hill. But yeah, the gallery. I think Sue actually clipped that bit because of that. Papal. Yes, Papal is a perfectly acceptable answer. One of those pictures is called Papal, and we are leaving it at that. The gallery was great, though. Super quick. I was very impressed. I had to take some hints there. And that's perfectly valid. Like, so we were like, oh, I had to look up a guide. Cool. Absolutely, look up the guide. Secret passageway. I want something with the door, so I'm gonna read. Do I take the... This is a complete waste of 2 gems, but if I spend 1 gem to draw it and I don't get a room that I want... Oh. Oh. Oh, God. I should have just spent the gems. Oh, okay, the gift shop. The gift shop's pointing in the wrong direction. Oh, God, we're so screwed now. We're so screwed now. This could be the end of the run. It's the end of the run. We got screwed. I made a mistake. But we get to visit Papal again. For want of spoilers, I will not look too closely in that room for people who have not seen that room before. Oh, we got totally screwed. We got totally screwed. Yeah, we have no way up again. We have not made it to the foundation again. This is twice in a row now. We have not made it to the foundation. Or 3 times in a row. So what we will do is we will go to the cloakroom so I can check something in. Where is my cloakroom? I put it somewhere. Did I put one in? I did. Code check. Yeah, here. So we will go to code check and we will check in an item. Check item. Imagine checking the moon pendant and having it again. Check sledgehammer or key card or broken lever. You can buy the sledgehammer. So am I better off checking the key card? Wait, I had a door earlier that I had a key card for. Oh, of course, it doesn't matter now. It's long since gone. Yeah. I usually check the key card. You can buy a sledgehammer, usually, or at least find it relatively easy. So maybe the broken lever is the thing to check. Yeah, we'll check the broken lever. Which puzzles am I working on at the moment? I have a bunch of stuff on my things I want to do list. Primarily, my main thing at the moment is to get to the foundation so that I can potentially do something with the fountain and the basement key. So if I can get to the antechamber and the foundation, I can do a basement key fountain thing. The other thing is to make use of the sledgehammer and the workshop and a couple of other items and go around hitting things that I've wanted to hit for a long time. That's also on my sort of list of goals. I have a new puzzle from down in the precipice. I have a new puzzle. I don't know what that relates to yet. I found a thing on a wall, so that's a new one to keep an eye out. There's another puzzle relating to Mom's last book, A New Clue, which we've just read. So there's a puzzle starting up on that one. There is I have a thing on with the cloister right now as well. I have a puzzle I'm looking on with the cloister. I need access to the tomb at the same time. I haven't got that, so until I have that, that's a thing to wait on. Yeah. Main goal, primary goal is get to the foundation so that I can do a thing with the sledgehammer. And this is the 3rd time I haven't been able to get to the foundation. It's I just have had terrible RNG the last few runs. Right, let's go back out through. Hey Jinx, hello, welcome on in. How are you doing? I hope good. I wonder actually if I get the tomb now, because I have the steps. I don't think I rolled the outside door, did I? I didn't. So let's go try that. Let's go roll the outside door. And again, the thing about things being overlooked, I suspect there might be something else visible that was not visible before. I suspect the outside world may have changed. We might be able to see something we couldn't see before, something that was overlooked physically as well as overlooked, metaphorically. Oh, Jinx, my books arrived today. They were extremely well packaged and arrived in perfect condition, so thank you. Trading post. See, if I redraw and just go into, if I get the tomb. Redraw. Give me the tomb. Just give me the tomb. Yeah, give me the tomb. Thank you. So now, can I maybe at least try the thing with the tomb? So the person in the cloister, and the thing I think I need to do is I think I'm looking for the... Am I looking for the gardener with the fork? Sweeping. Oh, bing. Monies. Oh, and there's this floor plan is a definitive dead end. Sure. So yeah, I think the one I want to mess with. I also wonder if the other thingies are still openable, or do I need to have the thingy every time? The fire making device. Because yeah, I think the other rooms aren't open every time. So you have to have the fire making device to do the thing, what you do with the fire making device. For those of you who have not used the fire making device, let me not spoil it. I think it's the fork. Or is it the hoe? No, the hoe is the farmer, the fork is the gardener. I'm your first book sale. Hey, excellent. Hold on. I picked up... they're back here behind the green screen. I picked up 2 graphic novels from Jinx's shop. I picked up Sad Girl Space Lizard and Lesbian. 2. They look very good. I've never seen either of them before, so I picked them up. I'm a sucker for like little tiny graphic novels. But yeah, they arrived in perfect condition, so I will be looking forward to those soon. Actually, it turns out really well. The helmet on that is green, but it actually just does a cool green screen effect. But yes, I am happy to be the first book sale. Oh, right, let's see if I've done the right thing with the fork. I think it's the fork, but it might be the other one because the wrong statue is in the wrong place. That's the joke. That the wrong statue is in the cloister. That's the joke. The wrong statue is in the cloister. Okay, so that doesn't do it. The wrong statue is in the cloister. And the orchard makes a reference to it. Hold on. Orchard makes a point. Oh no, it is the hoe. It is the hoe. I should have just checked my own notes. Why didn't I check my own notes? What's wrong with me? Why didn't I check my own notes? Oh no, is that the wrong link? Oh, it doesn't go to... Oh, is it because of HTTP versus HTTPS? Yeah, it's a HTTP versus HTTPS thing, I think. Or is it a... Oh, it's the is gone. We need to change that command to take out the. It's now Haunted Bouncy Castle. I do like the shop's look with the icons at the top and stuff. It's very nice. Let me fix that command while we're here. I shall fix the command while we are here. Or is that not one of mine? Is that one in Nightbot? Oh, it's Nightbot. It's not my bot at all. It's the other bot. My bad. I can't fix that from here yet. So yes, it is... There you go. Yes, thank you. Nice. Well, they did an excellent job. I mean, of course they did an excellent job, but you know what I mean? They did great. I mean, of course they did, but yes, they did great. Ooh, rerolls. If only I'd had those dice earlier. Should have come down here first. Right, where is the... See, this one could be the one to pull. Or it could be the hoe. Either way, it's one of the two. It might have to be only one, but we'll find out. This is what we're going to use our steps for today. We're literally going to just test a theory. We will test a theory. I've been trying to solve this one to get the right combination of circumstances to test it out. for a little bit. So it doesn't change it. What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? She wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I have forgotten how to access the inner girth and am too scared of chastisement to probe for the particulars for a third time. That's what it says in the notes. My best rendition, pretty good considering I've only ever seen Rinna's depiction in the chapel. Is there a connection between chapel and cloister that I'm missing? Does everyone else have to be down while the hoe is up? It's something. There's something. Hey, Maud, welcome on in. Hello. There's definitely something to it. There's something to it. Scheisse. It's like how to access the inner section. I have never figured out how. I've never found like a button or a switch. I think the answer relates to the tomb. Left hand raised, lower hand down. Oh, nice. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to burn some more steps. We're going to go back to the tomb. I have forgotten how to access the inner girth and I'm too scared chastisement to probe for the particulars for further. And also, the probe for the particulars makes it sound like there's more to it than just, you push a button. It involves something. So, if I raise everything else... Quite a fun question is, will it be one of those ones where it's everything... See, I was thinking it's like the death thing, where... Is there something here that I am missing? Am I missing something else? Like this comes down and then you can twist it. No, okay, it only does that. It doesn't have much more than karate chop action. See, if I leave everything else as is and only do... There isn't anything to light, so it's not that. If I leave everything as is and only do that one... Hey, Rogan, welcome home. Because there's two things. There's the hoe, which is the statue that should be there, but isn't. Which is why I thought it was the hoe that was the required piece, was this one. And hoe down. A hoe down should get me what I want, but it's not. So I'm missing something. There's something to this. I've either haven't found another clue which gives us another idea, or there's something somewhere else that I'm missing. I'm burning through my steps now, trying combinations of this to see if I can learn anything. Yeah, you see, nothing has changed. What am I missing? I guess I'm not figuring this one out today, huh? My brain's giggling every time you say ho. I can see that. I mean, at least it's less dodgy than all the talk of power hammering earlier. Right. So if I raise that, and we try the other person who's in the wrong place, just you on your own. Everybody else up, just you down. We've had doing the back door, power hammering, hose. Yeah, there was all sorts of. She wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I've forgotten how to access the inner girth, and I'm too scared of chastisement to probe for the particulars a third time. I'm missing something. I'm missing something, and it must be really, really obvious. Well, maybe not obvious. I am missing something. I have to do something to open this. I think a panel comes down. Shoot. We're not finding out today, I don't think. But that's alright. That's what future days are for. Puzzles are unending. Every time I solve one, I get 3 more, so we will find out eventually. We'll have to take an ad break anyway, so I might so dropping her down. I thought it was like our friend downstairs, that if you dropped her down you could get the thing, but it's clearly not that. And say, what about her up, everyone else down? What about everyone else down except for everyone else down except for Rinna? Everyone else. That's all of them, isn't it? So everyone else down except for you. Hold on. So you're down. 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 Everyone is down except for you. Okay, so it's not going to do a cutscene like when you pull a lever that gives you a hint. Everything is down except for her. So let's see if everything down except for her gives us something. Say, this is why games like The Witness, Riven, Myst, etc. are fun. They've got so many layers of puzzles. You can spend a long time trying to figure them out. I got nothing. There's nothing there. Scheisse. Yeah, I suspect we are not getting... I could have done this one actually while I was here. I could have done the pool room. I suspect we are not getting what we want out of this one today. So instead, overlooked. What was overlooked that maybe was... Because that's a line from the book. Something that was overlooked but could now be seen. Has the fog changed to a lighter version of itself, where it's now easier to see something? Right, I reckon we call this one. We'll check how the ad time is doing, and we will press on to the next day. So how are we doing for ad times? Oh, we've got like 15 minutes before the next ad run, so we will just jump straight back in. Still haven't gotten to the foundation. I need to be better about that. Let us press on. Cheers again. Oh, click. Oh, right. Day 59 in the Big Blue House. I think if I was playing this off stream, I would be on day 200 by now, because I think I would mainline this and keep going and going and going and going and going. I would be lost. You would not see me for days. Okay. Do we... Yeah, I think we try and get a reroll or two first, and then see if we can get... We'll take the workshop as a starter, definitely. The battery! Could this be a power hammering time? It could be a power hammering time. Do you like power assistance when it comes to your hammering? Well, we'll take the parlor. And we will do another one of these. Okay. The gems are in the white box. The other two statements are both true. The gems are not in the blue box. All three of these cannot be true. So, the gems are in the white box. True. The other two statements are both true. False. The gems are not in the blue box. Potentially true. The gems are in the white box. True. No, false. The other two statements are both true. False. The gems are not in the blue box. True, but that doesn't tell us where they are. The gems are in the white box. True. The other two statements are both true. False. The gems are not in the blue box. False. And that tells us they're in the blue box. But this tells us they're the white box. That would have to be incorrect. So these can't both be... The gems are not in the blue box. The gems are in the white box. So if they were in the blue box, this would be false. If you are true, you can't be... Oh! And the thingy worked. Oh, thank you so much for the donations, Everix. That's extremely kind of you. Thank you very, very much. And the sound file worked for once. Heck yeah, that hits us over the goal. Holy moly, thank you so much. Heck yeah. That is extremely kind of you. Thank you very, very, very much. That is amazingly kind. We have hit the goal. Heck yeah. Seriously, thank you so much. Can I put on a hat for you? That's extremely kind. Thank you very, very much. Holy heck yeah, we hit the 250. Nice. Yay. Thank you. That is extremely kind. Thank you very, very much. Hell yeah. I can't believe we hit the goal already. Yay. That's awesome. Thank you very, very much. I say, if you'd like a hat, please let me know. Favorite color, pride flag, space. But that is extremely kind. Thank you very much. Hey, yeah, we hit the goal, folks. Thank you, everyone who's donated, because like we have smashed the goal. Hey, I know as well. There's a lot of charity fundraising going on, and money is tight enough already. So I really, really appreciate it. It's really, really kind. Thank you very, very much. Aw, hey, heck yeah, nice. I say money that will be very well spent because, woof, things are rough over here. I think the goal was power hammered. I need to commission Painting Pirate to do his kind of power hammered voice. Like he did for Val's. Do you like queer romance? Do you like robots? How about gay robots in space? I need a soundbite for power hammered, purely for just this. Oh. And then I get Zero to do a graphic that it pops up on screen. Power hammered. Yeah, perfect. We'll just do that. But thank you very, very much, Cefrix. That's extremely kind. And people in chat, you can make it up to Zephrix by going and wish listing Ronnie's Climb on Steam. You see, that's how we pay this back. You see, you go to Steam and you wish list Ronnie's Climb. That's what you do. You see, you go there. That's how this works, right? I mean, it also helps. It's a delightful game, so you should do that anyway. I would love to see him do a trans rights voiceover. That would be awesome. That would be fantastic. Heck yeah, why not? The gems are in the white box. True. The other two statements are both true. False. Then this can't also be. Oh yeah, okay. So the gems in the white box, true. The other two statements are both true. This can't be the case because one of them has to be false. So all three would be true. So the other two statements are both true. Can't be true anyway, because if it was, all three statements would be true. So it has to be false. So you are false, which means true, false by default. The gems are not in the blue box. If that was false, they'd be in the blue box. If that was true, they would... If that was true, they could be in the white box. So, because they can't all be true, these two have to both... Well, two of them have to be both false, essentially. We'll be on discount. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Worth adding to the wish list now, because whenever the next Steam sale comes up, which I guess it's... I mean, maybe as a dev, you have a better idea of when it's happening. I guess it's within a couple of weeks. I mean, it should be soon. I don't know if they've announced the date yet. It should be soon, because obviously, yeah, now is a good time to start adding things to your wish list so that you can follow them when the time comes. Although the game already costs a very tiny amount of monies, truth be told. So yeah, let me see. The gems are in the white box. False. The other two statements are both true. False, meaning this one has to be true. The gems are not in the blue box. That doesn't give us an answer, so it can't be this direction. So the gems are in the white box. True. The other two statements are both true. False. The gems are not in the blue box, but that would make that true because they're in the white box. Oh shit. So hang on a second. I've gone around in a ball here. The gems are not in the blue box. For that to be false, they would have to be in the blue box. But that means this cannot be true. So the gems are in the white box. False. The other two statements are both true. False. The gems are not in the blue box. So if they're not in the blue box and they're not in the white box, then they're in the black box. Math GIF. Yes, that makes sense, right? Do I still have Math GIF? It's probably long gone. That makes sense. Yes, I think that makes sense. The gems in the white box is false. The other two statements are true is false. So this is true. The gems are not in the blue box. I think it's the false, true negatives that are giving me weirdness. The gems are not in the blue box. Okay, if they are not in the blue box, and they are not in the white box, they have to be in the black box. Yes, that makes sense. Yeah, it's a good one, isn't it, Cube Miser? The combination of, because it's always the thing you in your head you think the true boxes should be where the gems are more than the false boxes, even though that's not the case. So you end up with the wrong in a box and the right not in a box, makes them cross over very pleasantly. That's why we go through it multiple times. We have yet to get one wrong. And to be fair, whilst I don't take, tips from chat, everyone in chat gets a chance to play along, which is kind of part of what I like about it. Everyone gets a chance to give it a go, which is good fun. But as I say, we've done how many of these now? Like nearly 60 of them. And we've never got one wrong, because I go over it and over it and over it until my brain goes, yes, that'll do. That particular one, you can look at it two ways and both get. I love those. There's been a couple like that where if you choose this as false and the other is true, it points to the same box as if you choose it as true and the other is false, because they're mutually contradictory, and as a result the opposites support each other. Heck yeah, puzzles. There was the one that I just went, no. Oh yeah, that one where you just shout out in chat, no. There's also the streamer delay. That does tend to be a thing for sure. Okay, we hopefully will be able to press on a bit. We'll keep running up this side and see how we get on until we get up the line. I do have to keep an eye on the dead ends are killing us lately. I do have to keep an eye on the time before the ads, but have you been playing this a lot as well, Cube Meister? Have you Cube Miser? I don't know why I keep wanting to put a T in there. Cube Miser. Hopefully I won't have any spoilers for you. I'm sure you're probably far enough along that you're not worried about spoilers. God damn. The amount of rooms that have nothing on them. I really need to get these out early, because this entire run is turning sideways on me again. I'm just going to take all the money though. All of the money. Do we do some gamba? Do we do a gamba? Yeah, go on, let's. I'm going to wager only 5 monies. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm on day 59 today, I think. One of the things I do like, though, because the puzzles are so non-linear, is that, yeah, there's stuff that I've done that people I know who are on 150 days haven't done. And then there's stuff that they've done, in like their first 20 days, and I never got the right combination of items. Like the hammer, I never got the combination of items in the right order at the right time to get a chance to make it. Music room. I do love the music room, and I have the 2 gems. But if I put the music room in, I will get extra keys, but I'll run out of all my gems, so I might actually just avoid that for now. What else you got for me? Oh, Lucky Rabbit Sword. Sure. But yeah, it's I'm loving the sort of the intertwining of the puzzles. I'm going to need a long time to get through them, I think. I will probably be playing this game for the rest of the year. Almost certainly. I don't have a shovel, of course. I have nothing this run. No items at all. Let's go for the corner. A nook with a key in it? Sure. I could also take the utility closet now and just get it out of the way, because it kept showing up. So if I just get it out of the way, then I can Oh yeah, other way around. Whoops. Guess who hacked it up? God damn, I really made a mess of it. I've now filtered out the ones I wanted. Okay, so then this one is white. Hold on, let me just double check my notes, because that's what they're for, and if I don't read my notes, what's the point of taking them? Utility room. Okay, if I don't actually read them, why do I spend so long typing them all? Okay, so white was here. This one was red. Hold on, I need to get that way. And then off, blue, green. Nice. Okay, so I don't think I have to do that every time, but I do it anyway. Gymnasium lights off, darkroom lights on, garage lights on, cabinet doesn't have a button. Keycard system, I could turn it off, and then if I get the security room, I can set the response to be unlocked. If we get the security room. Yeah, for now that'll do. Yeah, I think that's everything. Hey, Dance Lover. Shunk. It took me quite a while to get certain item combinations. Yeah, the hammer related one, I say I only got it on day 50 something, having known that there must be a way to do something like that, and it took me days. But you get there in the end. I say I got to room 46 on day 46. That's how long it took me. But, you know, it worked out. We'll take the den. Yes, good time zone, Dance Lover. Hope you're doing good. I wish I had the sledge. Yeah, I'm not using that yet. I haven't got the sledge. I'm missing one item combo that I've probably seen, but yeah, that's the other thing. When you have the stuff, but you're just not in the right place, or you get the stuff, but the workshop is too many steps away now when by the time you finally get it, or 100 other ways in which the RNG gods are complicated. Some days the RNG is just oof. I'm hoping I can get the commissary and get the sledge and come back for that box. Commissary. Yeah. Now, can I buy a sledge, please? No, I can buy the shovel, which I have. I might as well buy because I have dig spots, so that's good. We'll take the shovel. So I might use the key. And then I have got dig spots. So yeah, we'll open this with the key. Chunk. And yeah, some of the puzzles have been very satisfying. Some stuff took a long time. Like either it got solved like, 10% at a time for 3 weeks, or like the gallery where I literally stood and stared at it for an hour and a half. But fun times either way. Okay, right. That was not as useful as I thought it would be. We will press on, though. We've got plenty of steps, so steps are not the problem. Yeah, let's press on. Okay, the security office will give us the pool is also the wrong rotation. Security office will give us the ability to mess with the security doors. So we will do that. I thought that, I was like, that box looks different. Why does that box look different? It's got lockpicks on it. Heck yeah. Keycard system. Security keycard system. Offline mode. Change offline mode to unlocked. Confirm setting. Set security level to high. Right? If this is correct, the higher the security level, the more keycard doors there will be. But now that I've told it to unlock keycard doors if the power is off, and I've turned the power off, that should mean that this is actually the optimum setting if you've done that. The gallery was fun. We're yet to do the next thing after solving that. Yeah, I amazingly got that the same day, and one of the people in chat was like sitting on their hands going, I wanted to say something but I didn't want to spoil it, so I didn't say anything, because I was in the right place when I pulled the gallery to do the thing after it. So I did the thing. I didn't realize I was in the right place. I didn't put two and two together yet, but I did the thing to go to the other place. And it all happened by chance. And there was someone in chat was like, I really wanted to say something, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want to spoil it. But I was really hoping you'd do it, because we were basically at the end of a run. And I was like, heck, we might as well use item to try thing. And yeah, it worked out really well. Completely by accident. Like, it was great. I can't do anything with the network, can I? Because there's nothing else on. Yeah, it was. Basically, it was a sure, fuck it, we'll see what happens. We'll try it. Like on our previous day, I'm currently trying to solve the cloister thing, and I was like, let's try this. I think this might work. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, let's try this. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, let's try this. Nope. Okay, we'll have to come back to this, but we're learning as we go. So, one day I'll solve it. Since there's so many new things happening each run, it's always fun. Well, exactly. Do the new thing. You'll learn a little about the old things, maybe as you go. Like, I've definitely picked up snippets of clues over multiple days that have turned into a solution. Or in one case, the solution with the puzzle with the paintings on the walls, I had seen a clue to that and completely forgot about it. I took a screenshot, and then it left my brain for 2 weeks while I went off on a completely different tangent with that puzzle, until I eventually came back around to the clue again. Fun times. Nothing else is active, I assume, because yeah, there's nothing else. Okay, that's fine. We will hold here. Okay, so how are we doing for... Oh, is that a key card? It is. After I turn all the key card doors off, I get a key card anyway. How are we doing on the ad break time, though? Are we over into ads? We are, aren't we? I've gone on too long. Yes, we are into ads. Okay, we will use this as a chance to take a pause and run the ads and get them out of the way. So we'll come back in 3 minutes. We'll press on and see if we can get to the foundation today. I'd like to get to the foundation with the pump room in play and the antechamber, so I could do the fountain thing. I'd also like to get to the foundation with the battery pack, the sledgehammer, and the lever. And I have got a cloakroom in the deck, so if I can pull the cloakroom, I can get the lever from there. Hopefully we can get a sledge somewhere. Hopefully there's a room that'll drop the sledge for us. But yes, what we'll do is we'll sit tight here for 3 minutes while we get the ads out of the way, and then we will carry on. So see you all in a few minutes. And we're back. I think the ads will be finished now, or if not finished now, they'll be finished very soon. So we might just sit tight for 30 seconds and see. Hi back, I'm Amalia. You should have been saving that one for when CAD is over. You're like, oh, I could use it again then too. I will absolutely use it multiple times. Yeah, you got it. You got to be ready for that. Thank you. Yes, we should be clear of the ads. I think we should be clear. So, cheers, clink. I'm gonna drink the last of my tea. It's nice and cold now, so you know it's yeah, it should be good. It should be awesome. Actually, it kind of works out kind of cool because yeah, there's lots of good stuff happening next month. Right, let's pause the musics. Thank you again, by the way, to everyone who donated to making that happen. That's awesome. I also like how the donation bar looks when it's fully filled in. It actually turned out really nicely. Are you authorized to use these dad jokes or a faux pas? I mean, here we allow and support our dad jokes. Absolutely. I do need to check food places. Oh yes, absolutely. We did have some places that we had looked up before for that exact same reason. For the gluten side of things. There's definitely a few places that are good, you know, with menus like that, which is great. I must check if they're still there. That's the only thing, because like places I would have looked up for that reason 4 or 5 years ago that may or may not have survived the intervening years. Oh shoot, that sucks. Yeah, I'd say we've the same thing where it's like, yeah, you go to a place and you're like, this is great, and then you know you're like, this is a new place I want to go to regularly, and then it closes down, you know, 6 months later. We had a string of those where we used to live, where almost everywhere we had a regular went and just closed, and we're like, we're not allowed to go to places anymore. We have to stop going to places. If I go to you and I like your food and I keep going to your place, it'll go horribly wrong. The boiler room. Oh, I turned the lights in the dark room on, so the dark room should be fine. So we'll take the dark room. It also gets it out of the deck. No, you're supposed to stay on, or do I have to go back and turn the lights on again? I have the steps. Don't make me go back and turn the lights on again, because I will. Where did I put that utility closet? Over here. Excuse you. Thank you very much. Rude. Anyway, on we go. Hey, Pixel Pete. Welcome on in. Bop. And around. And dark room. Now you better have some loot for me to make up for me having to walk around like that. Thank you. I think we've looked at most of the stuff in here. I always like to look again in case things have changed. In a post-46 world, you never know. I need a commitment from you that when I start going here, you promise you will not close till I'm done with you. And yes, Foundation Buddies, indeed. How far have you progressed along, Pete, in terms of, have you gotten into the antechamber and beyond, or not yet? Okay, cool, good. I say, because the standard of there may be some spoilers, although, as we were just saying earlier, due to the nature of this game, you can spoil something for someone on your 10th day, and they're on their 100th day because they could solve a thing that you didn't solve, or you could solve a thing they didn't solve. It's amazing how often that happens. I'm going to add an extra door. I'm going to spend the money. Because really, the amount of not getting to the foundation that's happened today. Magnifying glass, always fun. Yoink. Can I do a salary run or a dispersal? Payroll has already been run for the week. Okay, spread. Spread gold now. I wish I could do that IRL. Just spread gold now. Sadly, the people who have the gold to spread don't want to spread it. Okay, so we've got one door there still that we can make use of. We'll roll the dice on this one and see how it goes. I'll use a key. There is the beauty. Everything is innocuous till you realize yes, there's so much of that and it's wonderful. Okay, that's not actually very helpful for me. It's gonna roll right around again. Do I just take a storeroom? I hate the placement of this storeroom though. I think I'm gonna take the storeroom. This day might already be a wash, and if it is, I'm just gonna roll again. It's funny, having gotten to the foundation basically all the time, like I get to the foundation super regularly. Like now that I have a reason to go there again, a very specific reason, I can't get there. The RNG is like, nah, fuck you, pal. Okay. Hallway doesn't do it for us. Passageway does. Corridor also gets us where we want to go without spending the gems. We love that. Press on. Drawing room, always a good choice. We have the gems. We'll take the ability to reroll. Especially when you have the thingies and you spend a gem to get a gem, it's all good. So yeah, we'll get the rerolls on this and see what it looks like. No thank you on the garage. West Wing Hall is fine, I'll take that. I just realized your foundation is rotated differently. I don't have a north door. Oh, yeah, I ended up with north, south, and east, which sometimes has been great, and other times I'm all the way over here and I get completely locked off. It's yeah. Did you end up with your foundation in the same place as mine, close to the antechamber? It surprisingly turned out really handy having it very close to the antechamber. I think that actually ended up being kind of a better way because it's so close. By the time you get to it, you're real close. Oh, really? Nice. Exactly the same spot. Excellent. I got into a bit of spirit thing where once, after watching someone stream and find the archives, I went back to my game and started comparing newspaper clippings to the shapes of US states. Interesting. Again, that's the beauty of it. Everything is nothing until it's something. I mean, there's a reason, as I say, I have so many notes with so many screenshots and so many things, because even some of the smallest things turn out to be puzzles. And it's like, is this a puzzle? Is that a puzzle? Is this a puzzle? Could that be a puzzle? Should I have been counting how many lines there are in the grid paper? Should I have been memorizing all of these things? What does this mean? Should I have been paying attention to this? You know, also every room I'm in, what if it's changed? Like for a while when I went into the entrance hall, I used to read the letter every day. I checked if the start and end words on each page were the same to see if I could spot if something had changed in the writing, because I wasn't sure if the letter would change without telling me. Like, there's all sorts of stuff. And to be fair, a bunch of the stuff which I now think is probably nothing could still be something. You never know. It's wonderful. I used way too many slips of paper before that, right? Yeah, I had to import some photos we took of our TV. Yeah, I did say so. Someone was saying that they were basically Notepad and PlayStation 5 screenshots. And yeah, I got Obsidian specifically for this because I started with my little blue notebook. But after a while, I wanted to be able to save the screenshots, at the same place as I was writing all the notes. I wanted to be able to have the screenshots. And also it meant I could show them to stream. So if I was like, well, remember that picture we saw the other day, chat, I could then, bring up a picture and be like, you see, this is what we were talking about. It kind of worked out helpful. Yes, I picked the blue notebook for that reason, because I was like, yeah, this has got to be the way. Okay, I'm going to go to the music room because, ooh, Her Ladyship's chamber. The next time you walk in closet, gain 3 gems. Next time you enter a boudoir, gain 10 steps. A nice room to go to, and I possibly have puzzles in there again, but for now I'm going to go with the music room. One thing I do need to get into the habit of is I need to build a list of all the dependencies. Like, you need to have the pool, to have the sauna, and the pump room, that kind of thing. I need to make a list of the dependencies. I also need to read my drafting books properly. Music room. Give me music. Go on. Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't play, and I always find it worrying when the music doesn't play. I don't know why the music doesn't play. If it's just a bug, or if when the music room is in certain places, it doesn't work. Again, no harm in always looking around in case something you missed before presents itself, because you never know. Get into the habit of not looking. Right. It's very cool that they've put out the soundtrack as well, so now you can get the soundtrack on like Steam and stuff. Yeah, I thought for stream this kind of setup worked out really well. It also meant that I could kind of, I could set it to a spoilers screen and warn people and then kind of move through, but also it's kind of quick, so it's not on screen all the time. The library. How are we doing in terms of... If I take the library, we could get a door. Yeah, let's take the library. So now I can order a new book. So we ordered Mom's book, A New Clue. However, as we have been told, there are many things for us to read properly, to learn all of the clues that are hidden inside the books, potentially. I just noticed something that I didn't pick up on from A New Clue. In A New Clue, which we just read earlier, and yeah, I love the meta-ness of it. In A New Clue, which we read earlier, one of the puzzles he was doing involved the rearranging of letters and the names of things. And one of them was draft the sixes, shifted extras, the fixed sta. And we know that the only letters left made it the fixed stars. The fixed stars is one of the books. If you found a new clue, you know what to do. The fixed stars is one of the books. However, what that means is, potentially, the other ones are also books. Also, there's something missing from here, which I think is very cute. So that's interesting. Draft the sixes became shifted extras, became the fixed stars. So what about the others that he had in the screenshot? Also, the signs in A New Clue is good. So the other ones were called... I took a screenshot of them. Hold on. I took a little screenshot, which I'm going to copy into... I'm going to copy it into the library section of my notes just to have it handy. Because I had a section of notes for it. It should be in the New Clue section, but I think it might be helpful to have when I'm in the library as well. So, Tender Cipher, Lunar renamed Uncle Aw and Draft the Sixes. And they're all color coded as well. So Tender Cipher. Do any of these have something that would make sense in that case? Because obviously the drafting ones, they're too long. But the fact that the fixed stars is one, are any of the others? And if not, we're going to call the fixed stars again and see if we can follow this line of thought. Lunar renamed. No L's. LUNARRE. There's not enough N's for lunar renamed. Oh, sorry, my notes are in the way. My bad. There's not enough N's for lunar renamed in this one, sadly. Oh, wait, what if it's realm and rune? What if it was realm and rune? Hold on, I'm just going to notepad plus this bad boy. So L U N A R R E N A M E D. Yeah, lunar renamed. So realm and ruin equals lunar renamed. Interesting. So draft the sixes equals the fixed stars. Lunar renamed equals realm and rune. So then what else do we have? We have Uncle Aw and Tender Cipher, which, if you're a Valorant player, has a totally different connotation. Tender Cipher, I am sure there is fan art and fanfic out there for that. Could those be the books in the Secret Passageway? Yes, that's the thing. They are color coded. Are they actually what they're called in the passageway? I should check that. Good call. Good shout. So Tender Cipher. So it can't be that one. Uncle Aw is a new clue. UNCLEAW. Uncle Aw is a new clue. Nice. So then what are we left with? Tender Cipher. What if Tender Cipher is now the book that's missing? What if Tender Cipher is the one that's missing? Because have I bought all the books in the bookshop? I'm not sure if I have. Do I still have one left to buy? Is it Tender Cipher? Yeah, because it can't be any of these. But also, is there something else then? Is there something else that I'm missing from this? Ooh, I'm gonna have to pour over my copy of because he only has 4 books in most of the screenshots. He only has the green book, the purple book, the red book, and the blue book. So that's these books in the notes. That's these books here. I thought maybe he had another one if he's holding one in that shot, but that's cool. So I'm going to request a copy of Realm and Ruin, aka Lunar Renamed, because I want to get my sigil work up. So we're going to request a copy of that and come back for that. That's cool though. Ha ha ha, new stuff learned. And we get the bookshop, but it goes the wrong direction. I'm going to take the aquarium because I'm not losing half my steps, because you can fuck right off. We're going to take the aquarium and not lose half our steps. Cool. We've had a rough run with dead ends though. It's gotta be the Nook, because I don't have any gems, which is a real problem. We are about to have another, you know, dead end run situation at this point. Thank goodness, the pool. I don't have the gems. Yeah. I don't have the gems. And another run ends. That's 3 days in a row now where we have been just super unlucky with the... There's definitely a secret in here as well. This room, every time I enter it, screams secret passageway, secret panel, secret door. There's definitely a secret in here somewhere. Every time I walk into this room, I'm like, there's a secret here somewhere. This is a pattern. Like, which ones are empty and which ones are full, which ones have thingies, which ones don't. There's a secret in here somewhere. Like, the fact that a couple of these are filled in. No, I got dead-ended. Yeah, I got dead-ended. I didn't have any gems left, so no foundation access. No foundation access. Because if I go down and under the other way, because of how my reservoir is currently set up, I only have access to one side. Although if I got the tomb, could I get around? Now, if I got the tomb, I could get around, I guess. I didn't actually draw my outside room yet because I was hoping to get some reroll dice before I did. Oh well, we ordered a book. At least we did something. But yeah, terrible luck with the RNG today. Like 3 days in a row of just bad choices and bad RNG. Where am I going? Security office, commissary, pantry, courtyard, entrance hall. Oh, and here's all the money that of course it has spread around. And because I didn't draw the bookshop, I can't even spend it on that. Yeah, my pump situation at the moment is the reservoir at 6. If you've used the reservoir to do things, you know what that means. So the pump situation at the moment, the reservoir is at 6. But the fountain is not empty. So I don't have fountain access. That was one of the reasons I wanted to get to the foundation and the antechamber next, is because of the fountain access. So yeah, I have the reservoir set up for the level 6 going places. So yeah, sadly the combinations aren't quite right. I could say muck around. Oh, didn't get the thingy in the end. I do wonder about this trading list. I do wonder if there is a specific set of these that always are the same. Because that would be a cool thing to learn. That if you have this, you will always be able to get X for it. Like if you have salt, you'll always be able to get the battery pack. If you have... I really should like start a list of these. I mean, heck, I'll just do it now. I'll just start a list. We will find out if the trading post has any variation or any consistency. We will just keep a list for future attempts. But nothing wrong with having a spare brick, always handy. Oh, yeah, he, him for myself. I love the pronouns extension, it's so handy. But yeah, always good. Yeah, so unfortunately we got dead-ended, and you know what that means with how long till the end of stream? About half an hour. We're going back in. We are going back in. Oh yeah, I don't see it beside your username for me. Huh. Actually, I don't see... Oh, I don't see the pronouns extension in... It shows up in the web page, but it's not showing up in my OBS window. I wonder if it needs a refresh. Yeah, I don't see the... I used to see it in both. I used to be able to see it in both because I have a chat window in my OBS as opposed to sort of separately. So yeah, I can see it in normal Twitch chat, but not in my OBS. Huh. It's a great extension though. I had to fix my extension at one point to stop showing. I might have a quick look at that. It might just be I have to reauthorize it on this browser side rather than my normal Chrome browser. But yeah, we will, in this case, we'll start another day, I guess, because we didn't get as much done as we'd like. I say only figured out how to do Power Hammer stuff a few days ago, so... But yeah, I haven't gotten the water situation down there fixed yet. So if I go here, I can get through, but only to half of it. So yeah, we will... I have so much money. Did I make a cloakroom? I didn't get a cloakroom. So yeah, and I don't have my pendant anymore. So darn. Not a great run. Call it a day. I guess some days it goes that way. Still though, even though we didn't succeed at much, we did get to do the Draft the Sixes Lunar renamed, Uncle All thing. So one tiny baby step forward. Continue, we go back in for another day. I should have brought a juice in. I am out of tea and I am out of fancy boy juice. Day 60. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. Would you like a hat? If you have a favorite color, pride flag, you like space, let me know and I will throw on a hat in your honor. Thank you very much for the follow. Okay, we start again. As always, we go left. Take a hallway first. Get our corners. Music room in the corner. I have the gems for it. Prism key. I need to remember to pick up the soundtrack because it's great that they've added it now. I don't have gems for the pool. Darn. I will get on that. Let me go back here though first. Actually, I might take the storeroom and get the various bits and bobs early. I should also look for closet and utility doodad earlier on too. Not quite so quickly, game. Yes, could be courtyard. I'll take a trade on the gems. Any item? No. Okay. Bing bing. Press on to our corner. Kitchen, I have the gems for. We could do a parlor and get another one in. Oh, I forgot to check in the library. How many have we done in a row? With the exception of that one room where we didn't have enough steps to walk into it. I wanted to see how many we'd done now. Okay, let's see. The gems are in this box. Okay. This statement is of no help at all. Bravo, game, bravo. Actually, false. Wait, false. Not only is it a joke, it's also false because it is of help. Because it is a statement that we can evaluate. So because it says it's of no help at all, it's actually false, which could count as our one false statement. The gems are in the blue box, so it is of help. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. This is of help. So this is false. This statement is of no help at all. False. It is helpful. It narrows down the statements. So thank you, white box. So let's run it through. I don't know which one I like better, the blank box or the box that tells you it's unhelpful, right? I kind of like new best friend, friendship with blank box ended, new best friend, this statement isn't helpful box. Okay, so the gems are in this box. True. This statement is of no help at all. False. The gems are in the blue box. True. Alternative read through. The gems are in this box. False. This statement is of no help at all. False. The gems are in the blue box. True. Which means this one has to be true. Right? You haven't seen a stream with the blank one? Yeah, the blank one is great. So yeah, I think that read is correct. The gems are in this box. True. This statement is of no help at all. False. The gems in the blue box. True. So we have a false and we have a minimum of one true. Perfect. Alternative, the gems in this box. False. This statement is of no help at all. False. The gems are in the blue box. False. That can't work. And if it was this statement is of no help at all, true, then we'd still have the same problem with the gems are in the blue box. These can't be mutually exclusive. So they are either both false or both true. But since this one is false, then these can't both be false because you can't have three false boxes. So I guess the gems are in the blue box. So clearly I can choose the box in front of me. Unless we have misread one finally. Nope. Cool. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just threw it together so people had a place they could see some of the hats. I have a lot more since then. Like, we are rapidly approaching 200, I think. So there are, tiny hat labs if you like dogs in hats. There are cats. There's a potato. There's all sorts of stuff. I've added extra pride flags. Yes, exactly. And a completely accidental thing. I did not set out to be the man with the tiny hats. And yet, here we are. I take official business queries to an email address at Tiny Hat Labs. My entire thing has turned into a tiny hat thing. It's like that time, Brian, you almost ended up being the bell guy. It's like, woof, steer clear of that. I don't want to be the bell guy. Okay, drawing room is always a good room. We have multiple ways of drawing this door here, so I think I might go for that. We will take, Danner Workshop. I do like having the workshop early on. We don't have the items, but we might as well take it. So it has the battery pack. Maybe the game is finally going to help me out here and hook me up with a sledgehammer and a cloakroom. I still have the massive town crier bell. Nice. Also, by being the bell guy might lead to the bell end guy. No thanks. Fair. Yes. I will say the parlor is the messiest of the puzzles. There are puzzles that are ambiguous depending on how you indicate the statement. Yeah, that's the thing. I always have to run through. I always try and run through it several times because if it's ambiguous, I look for the least ambiguous combination to see if that's the most likely one. But there are a couple of them where it's just like, oof, and you're not really sure. And it's like, no, I'm going to go around and around and around until I'm sure. What if I redraw? The East Hall is good. It does what we wanted to do. But I'm like, what if I redraw for a better room? Now we'll just take the hall. I have to go with... Oh, no, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very, very much for popping in. Thank you for the follow. Good luck in your future runs. Maybe we'll see you again. I usually do blueprints on a Wednesday evening, so if you're around, feel free to pop on in. But yeah, thank you very much for the follow. Have a good rest of your evening. Okay, we've got the workshop on the battery. I actually should have possibly gone through and just done the middle room while we're here. Meh. We've got the steps. The den. Perfect. We'll take the den. No box, so just the gem. And obviously, no way through to the storeroom. That's fine. Oh, wait. Now that we know that sometimes there's an extra key on the ground over here, I need to keep my eyes open. Although that could have been the result of the locker room. Okay, onwards we go. Doop, 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 doop. Okay, utility room. I could get that out of the way early. Or I could look for a key. No, we'll utility room. Okay. Wait, where's my blue one? Oh, I did it wrong. Okay, what were my other two? Oh, that I never remember the combination. Off, blue, green, white, red, purple. There we go. So keycard entry system off, gymnasium lights off, darkroom lights on, carriage on. We'll come back if the darkroom needs fiddling. Again, other than that, I still have to figure out how to get power downstairs. There are definitely ways. I just need to learn. Okay, what you got for me? A bedroom or a pantry? I have money, so I'll take the bedroom. I'm a bit concerned about the fact that the west wing is our only other door right now. I am a touch concerned. We have had terrible luck with getting dead-ended today. Corridor gets me through. Conference room will do the redistribution. Yeah, I'll take the conference room instead. But yeah, we've gotten very unlucky with our passageways. Take the security office, and we will make the changes on the computer. No keycard today. Keycard system. Keycard system security settings. Okay, set security level to high. Set offline mode to unlocked. So now there are more security doors, but they're unlocked because the power's off. Sweet. Okay. You see, one might wonder why we need a security camera watching the wine cellar specifically, or, you know, why are some of these rooms places that are looked at? Now we know there's a thing specifically for this archive thing. We don't know what it is, but one would have to wonder, what is special about all of these rooms that they are rooms that have security cameras? Because I don't think I've ever actually asked why they have a security camera. Like, why does the Nook have a camera? Why not every room or only like 3 rooms? You know, sure, the vault has a camera, you know, the gallery has a camera. Then again, did we have a camera for the gallery before? Because I don't know if we had a camera for the gallery before. Did I never notice what this room was? Because I'd never seen it before? Okay, we'll go south first. Food wire that backs onto itself. Dark room with a door. But it's going to do the lights thing. Yeah. Let me check this at the door over here first. Ooh. Ew. Ugh. God damn. Bloody archives. Look at this. 3 red rooms in a row. Like, I might as well pick the furnace because, like, I'm already drafting 100 red rooms. If I take the weight room, I lose so many steps, so I'm gonna have to go with the archives again. The game, the last 3 days, the game has absolutely chosen violence. It is wild. We have been very unlucky with our combinations. The game absolutely chose violence. Like, I've played gory FPSs that have chosen less violence than the game today. Right, dark room is on though, so we will pop in and see if we can pick up anything. Ooh, a gem, thank you. I always have to keep an eye out as well for like things like the lever, because you forget and then you just don't notice it leaning against a thing. Although I have a cloakroom for it. Okay, let's see what we can get to over here. Okay, the lab, we could do an experiment. The Nook will get a key. Both of these dead end us, or we roll the dice on this room. I'm kind of just going to roll the dice and see what we get. Okay. Is there anything in here? It's a gem. Okay. Nothing else that I'm not noticing. It'd be great. Imagine if you could pick this up. The Rubik's Cube was actually a Rubik's Cube that you could solve. So yeah. If you have less than 10 steps, we get more steps, which works out great when we have them. Okay, I guess we press on. So we still have a door over here to get back to. And I still don't know what I need to do about this. But again, why a security camera of this? Let's try going east. Nothing to pick up in here, no keys or nothing. No lockpicks, of course. Laundry room, boiler room, or archive. I do like the boiler room. I don't have my shovel, so if there's digging spots, I don't have those. That door is open though, so we can just press straight up. Let's try our straight on till morning room. Just give me a... Of course you don't give me a straight on. Of course you don't. So, lab with the experiment, but that also comes into this one, so we've got 2 ones for that. We just take a couple of items from the closet and make use of them. Or an unknown archived room. I'm gonna take the archived room and see what happens. Finally, Finally, a gamble pays off. We have access to the Foundation for the first time in 400 years. Okay, what you got for me? Don't need the laundrette. I'm going to take another archived room. See what you got. Hey, I love this room. I'm so low on stars. I need to recuperate my stars. Farmer's apple and the slice. But yeah, I finally have access to the... Oh, also, we have a copy of the fixed stars here. So, from our reading of A New Clue, the thing about going through the books, obviously we've got the thing about Route 8 and record each stop. But the thing about going through the book changed all the letters in the lines that he found. He checked all the colours on the spines that were bound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting and found that the diction of each word was sound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting. That's a thing. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting. And that might be like the Merry and Mary thing. So yeah, but that's with the whole draft the sixes thing. Is there something inside this book that if I now with what I know now means something else? Is there something in here that we've missed as a clue? Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky, that's fine. And again, it's like, we bold some things. What about the sixes? Huh, that's interesting. This is draft the sixes. There is no 6-star page. There is a 12. Could there be something hidden in here that I'm not seeing? Because it's not that many pages. There's not a lot to it. Is there something about Draxus the Dead that I'm missing? Draft the sixes. Ponder. We shall ponder that. Oh, the pool will again give us access to the pump room and sauna. And a door over to the side. The aquarium also gives us a door over to the side and maybe a digging spot. And possibly a tool, but we'll take the pool. We do like the opportunity to get the pump room. I haven't done this, I really should at some point get around to that. Okay, the gift shop has double doors, so we're going to take the gift shop. I love the gift shop. Swim bird plushie. I should unlock that at some point. Right, let's go down and look for a dead end room. Planetarium. Gain 2 stars. Kitchen will be useful. Or an archive floor plan for 2. I only have 3 gems. I could take the kitchen and just buy a sandwich. I've got a couple of red things I could buy. I clicked the wrong button. Whoops. Oh, can you tell I'm tired? I did not get much sleep at all last night. I got less than 4 hours and I am struggling today. Right. Whoops. Okay, so I've got lots of money. Let's do a medium-sized gamba. You missed the gems, you cheeky bastard. It looked like it was going right into the gems. Ah, oh well. We're not any worse off, really, than we were. Yeah. Okay, the Foudoir will dead-end us. The Nook will also dead-end us. So archive floor plan it is. And it's another dead end. But at least we get to visit the hamster. Hey, buddy. Hey. Hi. Hello. Hi. Yeah. Anything else in here to pick up? I always wonder as well, coming back, as I say, to these rooms, has anything changed? Have I failed to, you know, pick up what they're putting down somewhere? Is there an extra item I'm missing? You know, is there a clue that I'm not picking up on? They're big fans of the Chicago Bulls. Okay, so we have to go to the boiler room for our next door. So, Pool Observatory Archives boiler room. Cool. Oh, boiler room. No items down there. I don't see the doodad, the diggy holes either, so nope. We'll press on through. Use. Bloody weight room again. You can just right off, pal. I'ma take this. Hey, we get to check our... So these are not the... these are not the same names as the ones in the... Oh, thank you for the posture check. These are not the same names as the ones in A New Clue. However, what if they also do the same thing? What if the hulls of Holly Orange could also be rearranged to something else? I'm going to take a screenshot of these because now that I realize that the names on the spines could be a clue, I'm going to have to keep note of the names on all the spines. That there might be a way of rearranging these to get something specific. So we will keep a note. Okay, secret passageway. I want... What do I want? Do I want a hole? Potentially get a hole with a door? Wings won't have it though. Do I want a bedroom? Get some steps back. Do I want a red room? Who the fuck would want that? Do I just want an ordinary blue room? Sleep by the sound of it, right? Could ask for a green room and hope to get like a cloister or something. Cloister has too many gems. Special cost bypassed. Why? Does it bypass it because it's every colored room? I don't know, but I'll take it. Free aquarium. No items, but free aquarium. We'll take it. Use key. Oh, it can't have you unable to afford any room. Good to know. Good to know. Because I'm completely out of gems and completely out of keys now. This is not going well for me. Hey, I finally got my shovel. Excuse me while I run around the map and dig every single hole we find. Please don't cost money. Okay. a foudoir or the office. We haven't actually got the way to get any levers yet. So the chances of it happening, it's most likely going to be the secret garden, because I'm unlikely to be able to get the... I could get the greenhouse, but then I won't be able to get up there. So it's going to entirely be hinging on southern door or western door, because eastern door is the Great Hall. So, and the greenhouse is which door? Shoot, let me remember. South door. Okay, so greenhouse is southern door, which I probably won't be able to draw now. So it's entirely contingent on getting the secret garden, and the secret garden is the western door. So I guess we go west, but I haven't got the keys, so I guess I take an archive floor plan. Or the gems. God, I fucking hate the archives, man. I know some very nice archivists, but oh boy, do I hate the archives. There's still something about this room. This room features in the selfies. There are selfies that show this room. There's a puzzle here, we just don't know what it is. There is a puzzle. There's definitely a puzzle about this. I mean, the big puzzle should be a mansion of this size and it only has one toilet. There's a puzzle there. So, we've got the foundation. And now that I have my shovel, just keep an eye out for dig spots. We can wrap around to the foundation. Diggy spots. Haven't got the kennels today either. That would have been nice. All I really want is the cloakroom and the sledgehammer, but it doesn't look like that's happening today either. And we don't have the cloister right now, so we can't try any of those. So, up and around. So yeah, it's western lever we're our only option. Not that it's gonna happen. No lockpicks and every damn door is locked. No gems. So yeah, we've hit a dead end again. If this had the sledgehammer in it, which it can't, I don't think it ever spawns a large item. I'm just going to call the mailroom again. At least that way, I'll get a future mailroom. What a shitty run yet again. It's not been a good day. It's not been a good day at all. Finally get the foundation, but no hope of getting to the antechamber, and no hope of doing the sledgehammer. Just another kinda crap run, sadly. Oh well. The RNG has decided it's had enough of my shenanigans. So, workshop with our stuff. Again, I don't think I have anything else I can combine. Battery pack and shovel plus something. I didn't see the lever anywhere, and we don't have the cloakroom to get it, so... I don't know if it can spawn twice, actually. That's a question. Can you have 2 levers? Oh well. All in all, not a very successful day. Hey, Esoterica. How's it going? So yeah, unfortunately, 3 bad RNG days. I need to poop out. No, thank you very much for hanging out, Scumpang. We will see you again when we see you. Take care. Well, I have all this money and nothing to do with it, so... You have received Blessing of the Monk. If you call it a day in a room in your house, you will have the opportunity to draft that room from the grounds the following day. If you call it a day in a room in your house, you will have the opportunity to draft that room from the grounds the following day. Shit. That's potentially very powerful depending on what you have. Oh, I have a wild idea. What if I call it a day in the foundation? What if I call it a day in the foundation? Will that count as a room? If you call it a day in a room in your house, you will have the opportunity to draft that room from the grounds, so the outer room, I'm assuming. So if I call it a day in the foundation, the blessing lasts for 4 days, so we can test it to see if it works. If I call it a day in the foundation, will I then be able to draft the foundation that'd be so wrong. How would that work? Because you draft the foundation and then you'd be in 2 places at once. That could be game breaking. I don't think they'll let you do that. I think we have to try it purely because of how game breaking it might be. Oh yeah, I definitely need to make a note that I have the Blessing of the Monk. Hold on, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot of Blessing of the Monk and I'm going to stick it on my spoilers, watch out spoilers, which is the first screen I open it on, and I'm sticking that on the screen so I don't forget. It'll be right there to remind me. Oh yeah, can I get there now? Let's see. Courtyard, parlor, drawing room, hall, bedroom, conference room, security, archive, spare room, foundation. I'm gonna call it a day in the foundation. Oh, that could be really funny. I won't have access to the tomb. That's the only downside of this, is I won't have access to the tomb. But I've got to try this just for the lulz. Like, if for no other reason than for the lulz. So, drawing room, east wing, bedroom. Because we're short on steps. So pick up an extra couple of steps. 1, 2, conference, security, archive, spare, foundation. Conference, security, archives, spare, foundation. This is potentially going to break something. Call it a day. Imagine being able to immediately go to the foundation and start drafting from there. Because if you go down the elevator and then come back up, will it teleport you to the house? Well, we're gonna find out. But not today. We are gonna find out next time. How's that for a cliffhanger? Tune in next week. There's a cliffhanger. Will I break space and time? Possibly. That'd be very cool though if you draft the foundation and you go down the elevator, come back up, and you're in the middle of the house. That'd be epic. But yes, thank you all very, very much for hanging out. Let us shoot back to the lobby. We will do the thank yous and then we'll go find somebody to raid. Also, thank you to everyone who donated. Thank you, Zephyrix, for donating today and putting us over the goal, which is amazing. It's nice seeing the entire rainbow progress bar. Thank you very, very much again. Let me see. Thank you, Cube, for the follow. Thank you, Raisin H, Rogan for the raids. Thank you, TC, for the raid. Oh, Lily, you resubbed. Did I get you a hat? Oh, I did. I got you the Demi Pride hat. Thank you very much for the resub. Anything else I missed? I don't think so. But yeah, thank you all, generally everyone, for hanging out. And thank you for putting up with the worst RNG I've ever seen in this game. But we do our best. Let us go find somebody to raid. Back to Twitch. Mute the site, hit following. Oh, also the rest of the week, before I forget, the rest of the week I have 2 games on Saturday, which I'm going to do. So we'll probably end up with a slightly longer than 3-hour stream. But I'm going to play Date Everything to start on Saturday. So I got a key for that, which is great. So I'm going to play that. And then I also have the Eternal Die, which looks like a lot of fun. So we're going to do some of that as well. And then on Sunday, we're going to start off with Astroneer, myself and Sue. But there's also a game I spotted called Peak, thanks to Blue Sky, from the people who made Another Crab's Treasure, and the folks who made those realistic battle simulators and the content warning one, which is like Lethal Company but with content creators. They made a game called Peak, which is essentially a 4-player climbing game. And I love climbing games, and I like playing games with Sue, so it's perfect for me. So we'll be doing that as well. That should be good fun. But yeah, let us go find somebody to raid. Let's see who's on. We'll scroll on down because we have probably got folks we haven't visited in a while. So let's see if we can find someone who we haven't raided in a bit. Ooh, is Tom still on? He is. Right, let's raid on over to Only Tom Will Tell. Let's start that raid. It's a photography stream, so it should be cool. Always good stuff. So let us shoot on over and raid over there. Thank you all again very, very much, though, for hanging out. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon. Take care. Oh, the raid message before I forget. The raid call is in chat, available as always in a subscriber and non-subscriber version, so you can just copy paste one. And yeah, let's go over and see Tom and see what he's up to. So yeah, take care, have a good night. See you all again. Bye, folks.